Bruins. I'm Chelsea, and I'm your anchor for Thursday, December 19th. Please stand for the pledge. Today is National Hard Candy Day and the last day before winter break. Your lunch options for today are chicken Alfredo and a pepperoni Bosco with cheese. Your sides for today are fresh veggie tray and mixed vegetables. In the news, a SpaceX rocket lands on a drone ship after launching satellites. Here's to CNN with the video.
2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
There on your screen, you see the deployment of JCSat-18 Pacific 1. Now, a bunch of things happen there. Secondary engine cutoff.
In other news, Tony Marshall and Jack Tremble were two of the fillers to be shot down, last fillers to be shot down during the war in Vietnam. Now to NBC with the video.
At first, Tony Marshall and Jack Trimble look like any other pilots, refreshing their skills at Randolph Air Force Base in San Antonio.
Turn it to the wind.
Maybe just a bit more senior. In the waning days of war in Vietnam, they ended up as two of the last flyers to be shot down. Now, the two former weapons systems officers will soar once again, thanks to the Air Force's Freedom Flyer program, which ensures the flights that ended in their capture will not be their last. Over the last 44 years, the 560th Flying Training Squadron has returned almost 200 former POWs to the skies. Marshall has vivid memories of the moments after he was cornered somewhere in the Vietnamese jungle.
I was totally angry because if they shot me, nobody would know what had happened. They wouldn't know that I'd survived.
And survive both did, fortunate to only be imprisoned for just under a year. To spend even a few moments with these men remains a lesson in resilience and perspective. Lieutenant Colonel Gene Smith spent 5.5 years behind bars.
How often do you think about those dark days?
Every day when I brush my teeth, I think about it because I have a toothbrush and a tube of toothpaste that I can use as much of as I want to.
Lieutenant Colonel Charlie Huff marvels at the fortitude of the heroes with whom he served.
You can't imagine being tortured for 5, 6, 7 years, and you think they'll never be normal, but they were.
Every generation of a warrior learns from the last generation of warriors.
They say we stand on each other's shoulders.
And these warriors now have new memories.
Tried an 8-point roll, worked out pretty well.
Did it all come back?
Oh, no, I need about another 100 hours and I'll do it, yeah.
A final flight filled with joy.
Finally, a 14-year-old girl recently performed at the prestigious Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. Here's to NBC with her amazing story.
There's good news tonight about an amazing performance that sold out New York's Carnegie Hall a few nights ago. Alma Deutscher is a composer who plays violin and piano. She also happens to be just 14. She's among the youngest composers ever to play here.
Ever since I was very little, there's always been this word, Carnegie Hall.
This performance dedicated to Alma Deutscher's work, a violin concerto she wrote when she was 9. The piano concerto she premiered at 12. 2 duets from her opera Cinderella. Alma's mom, Janie, says she's been obsessed with music from the beginning.
When she was tiny, she would hear music and dance to it very enthusiastically.
Do you hear melodies all the time?
Yes, and melodies just come when I'm least expecting them.
Do you think you see music differently than the rest of us do?
Well, I can hear all the harmony in my head, so I can hear the whole...
A whole orchestra?
The whole, yes,
whole
the whole orchestra.
She composes full scores in her head and then puts them on paper. And since she lives in Vienna, she's often compared to another famous composer.
I've heard that you don't like the comparison to Mozart.
Well, I know it's meant to be flattering, but I don't really want to be a second Mozart.
Why?
I think it would be more interesting to be Alma and write new music.
You want to be Alma?
Yes, I just want to be Alma.
Conductor Jane Glover says it's a mistake to think of her as a child composer. Her music is as sophisticated as an adult's.
She has a tremendous feel for, well, structure, orchestration, shape, passion, emotion, color.
One thing that I always want to do is to write beautiful music. Music that comes out of my heart and speaks directly to the heart.
Now to Taj with the sports and weather.
Thank you, Chelsea. Today's weather is a high of 34 degrees with a low of 17 degrees, along with a 10% chance of rain and a 79% chance of humidity. Today's sports celebrity birthday is Kareem Benzema, who is a former soccer player. Now back to our anchor.
Thank you, Taj. Students who want to be in the Best Buddies Club must register online at bestbuddiesonline.org. Today is the final day to register. The National Junior Honor Society Pack the Pantry competition between grade levels continues daily. The contest ends today. The winners will be announced after break. Don't forget to read over the break and to register for the Public Library's incentive program. Last night's winter choir concert was fantastic. Good job, singers. The quote of the day is from Life is Short and Always Choose Happiness by Unknown. Today's random fact is that bottled water expiration dates are for the bottle, not for the water. Today's celebrity birthday is Backpack Kid, which made the dance floss and is an Instagram sensation. Here's to today's joke of the day. Knock, knock. Annie. Anything I can do, you could do better. Now to Mr. Harsh with the rest of the morning announcements. Have a great day, Bruins.
Quick positive things to start our day here. First and foremost, I want to make sure that I introduce our athletes, student athletes of the month. We have two from the month of November we're actually celebrating today. And we have one athlete from our basketball team and one of our cheerleaders. So I would like to welcome up first Aubrey Hoppus, our student athlete of the month. Congratulations. And also from the basketball team, Mr. Bryson Luter. These again are students who our athletic department would like to recognize for being leaders not only on their sports teams and among their peers, but also in the classroom and in the hallways here at school. So we appreciate both of you for your leadership. Keep up the great work. Okay? Thank you. Next, I want to make an announcement. Teachers, I will be sharing with you in a few minutes when I get back to my office our Power of One list of students and teachers, and you know what that's about. Students, there are many of you this morning in college prep or first period who will be getting a pass. That pass will be to meet me at the start of second period in the cafeteria. I will explain it all when you get there. If you get one of those passes with your name on it, don't forget to join me. Do not report to second period. Report to me in the cafeteria right at the beginning of second period today, and then we'll have a conversation and I'll get you right back to class. Lastly, we have to do our big end of the semester drawing from our positivity passes. Guys, I know that some of you have done great things all semester. You got your positivity passes, you turned in your passes, but you never were drawn as a winner. I'm glad that some of our teams have started doing some student recognitions, and we've got a lot of different ways to recognize kids for doing great things. But today, we have a special recognition, and we're going to have two very, very lucky students. I hope that you can see this, but there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of positivity passes in these two boxes. This is literally every single positivity pass that has been turned in since the first day of school are in these boxes. So I'm going to have my wonderful friend, give me just a second. Want to make sure everybody gets a chance to get in there. Come up, and we're going to draw one name from this box and then one name from the other. These students who are drawn, come see me right now in the cafeteria. Mr. Harsha is having a day. Pick one lucky winner out of this box for me. Awesome. And then do me a favor and pick one lucky winner out of this box as well. Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help. All right, our two lucky winners are Love Pierce, 7th grader from Miss Trost. Come see me in the cafeteria at this time. And this looks like Camilla Sanchez Galina from Mrs. Mayerchek. That is an 8th grader. So we have Love Pierce and Camilla Sanchez. Come see me for your special prize right now in the cafeteria. Let's make it an awesome day.
What are you going to do over break?
I'm going to binge watch all the Harry Potter movies and stay on the couch.
What are you going to do over break? Oh, I will be playing Fortnite and 2K. Oh, and go add me on Instagram at _CBC_KMA gang. What are you going to do over your winter break?
I'll go to Colorado, and I'm also going to put together a computer.
What are you doing over your winter break?
Hanging with my family.
Over your winter break? On my winter break, I'm going to go to Wisconsin, which is out of town, and I'm going to an indoor swimming pool for a few days.